I guess it's probably because I've got a big lesbian crush on you.
Welcome back to Quiet Queers. My name is Kenzie.
And I'm Sophie. Welcome to episode 4.
We did it. And
Yay. We're here.
We're here. And we're queer.
And this, but we made it. This is not a beer.
I hate it. Oh my God.
I hate it too, but it's fine.
If you are listening to this on any listening platform that you're listening to this on, just so you know, there's a YouTube version of it that you can watch. You can just look up Quiet Queers Pod and we will be there.
Hello. That will be us.
That will be us. We'll be there, right there, waiting for you. We almost didn't record this week, or for tomorrow on time. For today on time when you're listening to this, hopefully on time. But we got not guilted into it. It was a good thing. It was a good thing.
Good push. It was a good push.
Because we were both just kind of like, I don't know why. Mostly because I am the Hot Mess Express today, and I was like, I don't want to.
It's fine, me too.
And my fiance was like, well, it'll kind of stink if you guys aren't consistent, or like, that sucks that you guys won't. And I'm like, oh my God.
You're right, but I fucking hate you for being right.
Yeah, I hate that you're right.
Yeah.
So we're here. We want to be here.
We do want to be here.
So
it was just getting started.
Yeah. And that's always how it is.
That's the story of our life.
Yeah.
You just have to start.
Just start. No, we're not doing that again.
So how was your day? Tell me all about it.
My day? Oh my gosh. So my day is, I thought I was ill. Mm-hmm. I took a test. It said I was.
A pregnancy test?
Yeah. Yeah, by the miracle of Bob. I took a test and got a false positive. Then because there was like no solution in the test. I'm sweating profusely. I'm for sure pitting this time.
No,
I will be. I can feel it. Got a false positive and then realized that because there wasn't like any solution. Okay, I'm just gonna out myself here. There was like no solution in the tube, and so I was like, well, if I put just a tiny bit of water, that'll like activate some solution that might have been in the tube, along with my snot. And no, I guess that's not how it works. So, I'm not sick. I'm good. And then I worked from home ish. It's hard to kind of work from home, honestly. And then had some street tacos for lunch. They were so good.
It sounds good.
I ate them completely. So I'm proud of myself for that.
I love that.
And then I played a new video game that I've played twice before, but I bought it in the new version of it because I just finished watching The Last of Us on HBO.
Okay.
Yeah. And I played the video game years ago, but then wanted the new, really shiny, expensive, upgraded version of it. So I said, you know what? I just got a $350 check from unemployment that I never got.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I said, I'm treating myself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you would have never knew you had it anyway.
Exactly. So
Love that.
I need to cash it, though, to make it make sense.
Yeah.
But
it evens out eventually.
yeah. And so now I'm here. So it's been a day. It's meh. How was your day?
My day was all right.
Yeah.
It is my first full week back to work in like 3 weeks.
Damn.
Because we were in New York, which took up a Friday and like a Monday of the following week. So I had like 2 4-day work weeks. And then last week was 4th of July.
Yep.
And I only worked 3 days.
Yeah.
So like came into this work week like, all right, I can do this. But then also for the next 2 weeks, I have to drive to a further location to work because my boss asked me to go to one of our other stores. So
how many minutes away?
30.
I know. 30. Okay, so it's that one. Okay.
I am used to driving 7 minutes to work.
God.
So I just have a little bit of a different morning routine for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 whole weeks.
Yeah, this weekend next.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does it mess
It'll
up
be
like
fine, but...
Does it mess up like like your flow, like your work day flow? Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot quieter. So that's hard for me because I like to
Be busy.
have things to do.
Right.
I like to stay busy to make the day go by. So, but it was okay. Like I had stuff to do today. So, today went by pretty fast. And then I left a little bit early to make it on time to therapy. And that was like the longest stretch I've went so far since starting.
Excuse me.
Like a year and a half ago or so, like a little more. That's like the longest stretch I've done.
Do you want to talk? Do you feel comfortable saying how long?
It was only a month.
That's a big jump though.
Yeah, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So I was obviously originally like doing every week.
Right.
And then every other, and then I've been on every third for like quite a while now.
Yep.
So it's only one extra week, but it's like an adjustment. And we did it again for like next time, like going 4 weeks out. And I'm just like, okay, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's weird. Like it's like a little crutch thing. You know what I mean? That you have to just like get out of if you're used to going like a set schedule. So
sure.
It was okay. But you know, that's like they're always a little bit draining. So we're here.
We're here
We're
now.
happy to be here.
Yeah.
But it was a journey to get here today.
You had a whole day.
Yeah.
You had a whole day. I sat my ass on the couch all day.
It's okay.
So
it's all right.
gosh. Yeah, I think right now I'm every 6 weeks now. Which I mean, I started, what was it? I don't know. Was it December of 2020? Yeah, I think.
Whoops. Sorry, guys. I started November of 21.
Yeah, and I think
you were like
December of 2020. So it was like right at the like end-ish of the first year of the pandemic. And I think I just switched to 6 weeks like a few months ago. So and I can tell like in my sessions that my therapist sometimes is like gaining towards the way of like, you're good now. And I'm like, I'm not good now. Yeah. And so that I'll just come with some like insane issue and be like, I'm not good, you see?
If you really want me to dig real deep, I can tell you why I still need to be here. Yeah.
But it's tough because I'm like, you're not breaking up with me yet, right? And she's like, no, I'm never going to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sometimes it feels like you are.
Yeah.
I won't say your name.
Yeah.
But God, do you, with therapy, I mean, you've been doing it now for this long, you find it helpful?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a weird thing because it's the day of and like I know I have it, I feel like a little anxious all day going. And that's just because you literally are like, oh yeah, I'm going to talk about all the problems I've experienced this last month. So it's like, you know, there's parts of it that are fine or you laugh or whatever, but you're ultimately going in to just like wonder if I'll make it out without crying today. Probably not.
Yep, exactly.
So, I always have a little bit of anxiety like the day of, but I'm always happy to be there. And it's like something that I would not be anytime soon like willing to step away from. No.
God. When I first started therapy, I remember it was like, well, my first day, I went in and I was like, okay, I've got 45 minutes. I'm going to give you everything now.
It's like the worst.
Literally. And so I gave her everything. Like, I'm not going to get into it right now here, but like from my mom and like the things that happened prior to her passing, but like all of that. And I was like, and then I sobbed and at the end I was like, I'm so sorry for just like dumping all of that on you. And she was like, that's my job.
Yeah. But it is hard because you're like, now we're in these days of like trying to be more aware and like very conscious of what you are, you know, dumping on just any given individual, or like being very like, can I talk to you about this today? Like, do you have the space for this?
Yeah.
But it's like therapists literally choose to have space for like X amount of hours a day for so many different people. And I
don't know how they do it.
I don't know how either.
Like, Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say when I was in high school, I like thought about going for psychology.
Same.
And knowing myself now, there's no fucking way I could have ever done
No,
that.
dude.
Like, I don't even have enough emotional capacity for myself.
Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, do you think that they kind of have to be a little bit of a sociopath?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
If you're a therapist, are you a sociopath?
Yeah. Well, because I mean, so do you excuse me, do you think that do you feel that you're an empath? Do you take on other people's bullshit? Not bullshit, it's their stuff.
Yeah.
But like, if someone tells you something, and it doesn't even have to be that big or that traumatic or whatever, but they're like, I'm feeling this way right now or today or whatever, and you're like, now I feel all of that right now.
Yeah.
Or I feel like your weight is now on me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you, does that happen to you? Okay.
Yeah. The biggest thing that we're like working on right now, and it's just because I'm like fine sharing this right now, is that like I protect like other people. So not only am I like taking on their emotions, but I do what I can to like minimize their emotional distress in a given situation and try and be like the mediator of all situations.
Okay.
And that's like a lifelong habit that I'm now trying to break, and it's so fucking hard.
That it is really tough.
Yeah.
It is tough because I'm super sensitive like with that, or if somebody confides it. Well, here's the thing. You're someone I have a couple friends who are really good at it, and you're one of them. It's like, hey, do you have the space for this, or do you have the capacity? Like, I have a friend that uses the word capacity to like hear me out and blah, blah, blah. And it's always really nice. And I'm always usually going to say yeah. And I always think that that's really important. And I know that I'm not always that person that I'm like, I value it so much when people do that for me, but I find myself not always doing it for other people.
I either feel like you ask or you don't really like to.
Yeah, I keep it all in.
Yeah, talk about things. I think you need to work on that.
Yeah, I do. I think so too. I need to go back to every week therapy is what I need. No, but yeah, that's a big thing. But yeah, I wonder, I'm like, how can they just like know, but again, we're not all the same, but how can they be able to take on up to 10 people, I'm assuming, a day, maybe. Right. Well, like whatever, if they're doing a full 8-hour work day.
Yeah.
How can they take in all of that information and then go home and live?
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I truly don't get it. They're a special kind of human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like someone can tell me one thing that's like negative and I'm like, oh, well, my day's done.
Yeah. And it's like a sentence, not even a whole 45 minutes to an hour. Like it's like,
God, I'm like a shitty friend. Fuck. No. Because I'll always like try to, be the best I can. But, gosh.
Yeah.
Freaking mental health. Not mental. Mental health.
Freaking mentals.
Yeah.
Us little minties.
Yeah, gosh. Mental health. I'm glad that it's like way more talked about though now.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Like, I don't know. Real quickly, but because I'm gonna bounce all over the place. I haven't spoken much today because no one's been home. I've just been
literally
just
what this podcast is.
Okay, yeah,
bouncing around.
Yeah, true. It is. It really is. So what was I gonna say? So just bouncing right in, or not, just segueing right into this, like diagnoses. I don't know what the right term is for that. With like different mental health. Is it mental health disorders? Okay. See, I'm so glad that you can do that for me.
I'm here.
So, okay, well, are you comfortable to talk about like things that you've been diagnosed with?
Yeah, I'll share a few of them.
Okay, a few, yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
A few. I just have a fucking list, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk? Do you feel comfortable sharing a couple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anxiety, depression, which is like obviously one of the most common ones that like people generally experience or start going to therapy for. I feel like. What are you looking at?
There's a bug.
Oh. I just got a glimpse of your eyes like going from the ceiling back to me, and I was like, what's happening? Yeah. So anxiety, depression, which like obviously now going back, like anxiety is something I've dealt with a long time, but wasn't like self-aware of until even 2018. So it truly hasn't been that long for me that I've been like, oh, I probably have anxiety.
Right.
Like before it was just like, why does life suck right now?
Yeah.
What is this?
God.
So anxiety, depression, I would say 2018 is like the first time that I was presently aware I was depressed. Like in the moment where I was just like, yeah, that something is not right, kind of thing. So like both of those things, even though they're like part of my family history and have probably been a part of my life to some capacity for a really long time, I just became aware of like 5 years ago. And then I've also been diagnosed like ADHD, OCD, and a couple others that I won't probably get as deep into like on this.
That's okay.
Like I would share it with you.
Right,
but,
right. That's okay.
Some that are just like a little bit more personal and still like high priority on things I'm working on. My OCD was at its like was and still gets to its very worst when I'm anxious. So a lot of these things for me go like hand in hand. But therapy is helping. So
Yeah. Well, good.
go therapy.
Has your therapist ever suggested, because is your therapist like a psychologist or a psychiatrist? Can they prescribe you medication or no?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think she's just a psychologist.
Okay, because mine can like recommend it to a doctor, but can't prescribe it or anything.
Yeah, I don't think mine can prescribe to me.
Have they ever tried, and you don't have to say yes or no or anything, have they ever tried to say, hey, have you thought about medications for different things? Yeah.
More so like an antidepressant. I first started therapy literally like, and it just wasn't like on purpose. It happened this way. I started therapy the week after my dad died. Yeah. Like almost a week to the day. So a lot of that suggestion was like pretty early into me going. Yeah. But it just like so happened that I was starting no matter what when all of that happened. So I would say probably a good like 6 to 8 months after I started. That was something that she never pushed, but mentioned a handful of times. Right. Yeah. Just like asking how I feel about it, things like that. I personally did not try to take any medication. I've tried an antidepressant one time, and it was for a pretty short amount of time in comparison to like how some people trial them. Yeah. But almost instantly from like the time they say that it can take effect, like I was just a zombie. Like I just had very minimal feeling, desire. Like I was just like, okay. Right. Like I was numb. Just like, just like nothing. So I didn't like the way it made me feel. And obviously from there, and this was a handful of years ago, like way prior to therapy. Right. From there, I obviously could have like tried different kinds, but I was just like, I didn't really want to. Yeah. And I know it's like always just, it's a personal preference. So obviously there's times where I probably struggle a little bit more than I need to because I'm not on something to help stabilize that.
You're raw dogging life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What about you? Diagnosis and medications, if you want to talk about any of them.
Yeah. I'm kind of open about it. I was diagnosed with anxiety, depression. By my doctor. Yeah. I think in like 2013, 2012 or something like that, 2013 maybe. And I tried a medication that was also used can be used to treat ADHD, which I have also been diagnosed with that. But that also for me was later in life, which makes so much sense. Like being able not to blame it on ADHD, but we kind of touched on that in like funny ways before. But and that was helpful, that medication. I don't know if we're like, I guess we can say whatever we want, like medication wise. Like, can we say the kinds it was? Doesn't matter.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, Wellbutrin is what I took, and it was like good until it wasn't. And then I actually did take like an anxiety medication that was like, I think it was like 0.5 milligrams, and I would break it to make it a quarter of a milligram. And I will say that honestly made me feel so human. Like my heart wasn't racing. That was the only thing that changed.
Yeah.
It was just like my heart wasn't racing, and I didn't take that for very long. Did you just hear a baby?
I heard something. It was either a baby or like a sheep. I don't know.
I wish it was a sheep.
Like, meh.
I wish it was a sheep. I think it's not. I think it's a little neighbor kid behind us. But and so, but then I didn't take it forever, and because I was like, well, I don't want to have to, but it did.
That's for sure a human, right?
That's a human. That's Aaron. I know who that is now. Aaron, it's okay. There's a little kid, like a 2 or 3 year old crying. It's okay. But yeah, so I didn't take it forever, but it was very, very helpful for me. And I get really nervous with medications because like my mom had some substance issues with that, but I feel very grateful that I don't like get that way with stuff. And then I was diagnosed with, in the last couple of years, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And I have had, I think 2 or 3, because it's not one that like, it's not like, I don't know. So with bipolar disorder, you know, there's like manic and like depressive episodes. And like I get both of those, but I had like 3 big ones in my life that like made me a like different person. I could feel that where I'm like so out of body and so out of line with like me. Which I'm glad that it's only happened like that many times. I think once was like before Chloe, and then I think there was one other one maybe in like 2018, and then one last year. I think like a year ago even, and it lasts for a while and it sucks, but and I was on ADHD medication that I think, so I was very didn't take it consistently, so I would like take it for like, which would that's a like a, I guess I'll just say drug, that's a medication, a drug that you don't, it's not going to hurt you, you know, like an antidepressant or something, like if you just stop taking it, because that's very dangerous. Please don't do that. But I would go on for a week or 2 and then off for a month and then on for a week and then off and then on for 3 weeks, like really bad. And I think that also messed with it. While I will say medication helps me focus and get my shit done and not leave cabinets open and not leave the vacuum out for 5 weeks and just vacuum where it reaches and not let things that people cannot see on camera sit for as long as they've been sitting since we started recording. And I can work better and think better, but I feel like it escalate. I don't know if it's me being on and off of it so much was what like triggers those episodes with me. But I've been off of it since January of 23. So, and it's now July. So 6 months. And I feel way more myself. Oh my God. Which that's another thing, is it made me not me. Sorry that I'm taking so long to talk about this. But it made
sorry.
me it made
we talked about this, Mackenzie.
And we both, and you did it the other day and I did it right back. You said sorry, I was blah blah blah, and I said sorry, blah blah blah.
We're annoying. If you don't text somebody back, you don't have to say sorry.
No, don't do that. Like your phone,
even though we did it to each other.
Literally. We're working on it. But yeah, don't, your phone's not the boss of you.
No.
God, you remember like back with like you weren't home?
Yeah, it's good. Well, and that's what like, I mean, that's what people don't understand. It's like 20 years ago, you didn't have me at like a beckon and call.
Yeah.
And that was normal and okay.
Mhm.
But now if I don't reply or call someone back within, 24 hours or they get upset about something, it's like, that is
Like,
not a requirement to
no.
have a cell phone.
No,
Like,
no.
It's not.
Sometimes
you
I
know.
wish I didn't.
I
But like,
know.
don't know what I would do without it, which
Yeah.
is sick. But like,
Yeah.
it's where we're at in life.
Yep.
This is just how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so icky.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. Don't say sorry for things you don't need to be sorry
No,
for.
and don't get mad if someone doesn't respond.
Yeah.
Like, I literally can easily take days
Yeah.
to
Same.
respond to somebody.
Alexis all the time is like, how do you forget to reply to people? I'm like, I just do. I
Yeah.
open them and then I think about what I'm going to say. So I think I'm replied, or just like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to come right back to that. And then I forget. I just like,
Yeah.
I literally walk into rooms every single day and forget what the fuck I walked in
Yeah.
for. Like, I don't know.
Also,
I don't know what's going on up here. Okay.
And also, it's okay to not want to.
Yeah.
Too.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
for
I
sure.
don't feel like engaging in conversation right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk
Yeah.
right now.
For sure.
And that's me most days.
Yeah.
Well, no, like, I'll get into like moments where I'm like really engaged in a conversation or
Yeah.
something, and then I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah. For days.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
And I always see that meme where it's like, just because you saw that I was online somewhere else doesn't mean I want to, like, I'm
Yeah,
okay to talk.
100%.
Like,
100%.
like I'm scrolling to get out, like,
Mhm.
I'm just
Yeah.
scrolling or doing whatever, posting and whatever. But I don't know where we got on that, but we got on that. And
Because you said sorry for saying you were taking a long time to
Oh,
explain your
yeah.
stuff. And I said, don't do that.
yeah, I don't even remember what I was explaining.
This is
but
literally a podcast. This
Yeah.
is a place to speak.
we're supposed to talk.
Yeah.
And on that note, we'll be right back.
B.I.B.
Be right back.
I guess it's probably because I've got a big lesbian crush on you. Suck on that!
And we are back.
And we are back with the Quiet Queers. Oh, God.
Yeah.
So that's what's not wrong with us, but what we deal with.
Well,
Yeah.
Some may disagree. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. That plus some.
Yeah. I like your shoes.
Thanks.
I like that they don't have the giant freaking heel on them, actually.
Bottoms.
Because that's like my black ones that I have
Yeah.
like that. They're Converse, by the way, that we're talking about if you're not watching. Yeah.
I go in like spurts of shoes I wear, I feel like. Like for a really long time, I was wearing my all white Nike, just like low tops.
yeah.
And then recently I've been wearing these a lot. Like, I don't know. I just get in like things where I wear the same shit for a while and then I change it up.
Okay, so I do that too with certain things. Excuse me. But yeah, I get like super like obsessive with the thing, and then I like stop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just started thinking of
Like I will literally just wear the same shirts like different days of the week for like weeks on end.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I just change whatever those shirts
Yeah.
are. It's, I don't know.
yeah, I do it a lot with like food and
Yeah.
with like
Get like hyper fixated. on
yeah,
shit.
hyper fixated.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. For
Like-
sure. Me
Like
too.
I hyper fixated. Remember when I streamed on Twitch?
It wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago. No, I
Mm.
yeah, I stopped doing that. God, no, but
But we are not the only ones with all of these mental health issues.
no, we are not.
Unfortunately, like the entire community is way more susceptible to
Like our community,
Yeah.
LGBT,
yeah,
LGBTQ.
to mental health.
Yeah.
Like I was just reading some things, like earlier today, just knowing we were going to talk about all this stuff, and it's just like
I'm glad you researched.
you just like you're very well aware of things. Like, okay, obviously we're like way more likely to deal with certain things because of what our like sexual orientation can put us into sometimes.
Yeah,
And like lucky for the two of us, we've not necessarily had to deal with that, but
Yeah.
even just like homelessness, anything, but specific to mental health, it was saying that LGBTQ community is 2.5 times more likely to suffer with anxiety or depression than a
Damn.
heterosexual individual. And that women in the LGBT community are 4 times more likely
Well, what the fuck?
than men. Yeah. So it's not like
I didn't
anything
ask for
crazy.
this.
Yeah. Yeah, we did not. So it's like a very real thing, and it's sad, and some people don't or can't like get the help that they need for it.
It breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Honestly, it does. Yeah. I do. I feel like, I want to say the word blessed, I guess. Very grateful that I have a great support system in my life and great friends, and
even just like the financial
that I can
capability that you can go to therapy.
Yep. I was just gonna say that.
Just like
it's expensive.
Yeah.
And like, yeah,
especially if you don't like have insurance, that's even worse.
Yeah. My stupid insurance doesn't cover it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
My stupid insurance didn't cover shit.
Yeah. For my first like year and couple months, I did not have insurance, so I was paying full price every time. And when you are going more frequently, you're like, fuck, man, like that is, it's a pretty penny, but it's like, do I pay this or do I stay crazy? I don't know.
Right, exactly.
And then, thankfully got on insurance like earlier this year, and it's very helpful. Like,
good. I'm glad.
I mean, I still pay some.
Yeah, like a
but
copay.
like, but it's
not
like what I was
was
paying to begin with. But
God,
yeah, it's just crazy. Like, I saved one link from the Trevor Project because I was like, this is just insane. Like, you expect it, but then you see it and you're like, holy shit. Like, it's so sad that that's where we are. And
we can link this link in the show note or like in the descriptions and everything.
Yeah, for sure. It's just an article through like a survey that the Trevor Project did. And just like, these are a couple of them. Like, it has a lot of different stats or like things that the survey found, but literally 45% of the people, or youth, it says specifically 45% of youth in our community seriously considered attempting suicide. Like within the last year. And then the amount of people
almost fucking half.
Yeah.
We're calling it half. What the fuck?
And then 14 of them like actually attempted it. It's crazy. Just like anything it's just insane. Fewer than 1 in 3. So not even 1 of every 3 people that are transgender or non-binary find their home or school to be gender affirming. So it's just like, most people that come out in any sort of way don't feel like they have a safe space anywhere. Yeah. It's just so fucking sad.
I have, and I don't want to, maybe I won't touch on that. I should get their permission first before I talk about that. But I believe that.
Yeah. And then just like one more, because we were literally just talking about it. 60% of LGBTQ plus youth who wanted mental health care in the past year were unable to get it for like any given reason. So there's way more on that. But just like, as I knew we were coming into this talking about it, I was just like, I just want some numbers to be able to like put things in perspective. And it's just nuts. Like, I'm pretty sure, what is it? It's only like 7% of the population identifies as LGBTQ plus or something. So literally of 7% of people, half of them, half plus, have issues that they literally can't get for whatever reason.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's crazy.
It's crazy because like you saying that, like I'm like fidgeting with my clothes so much. This shirt is like sticking to me because I'm sweaty. But it's crazy because for me, and I should have shame saying this, but like I'm not afraid to, I guess I'm just like not afraid to like bluntly say that, like, because I've got so much going on in my head all the damn time, like I forget that other people are struggling with similar things, different things, many more things. And sometimes you forget that when you're in your own like mental health bubble of the trifecta of shit, right? God.
And it's just like we were talking about it last week. It's just like some of the things that get put on social media to us now, it's just like, oh, but it's just like just another thing, when it's like an LGBTQ plus person was murdered. And we're just like, oh, there's another one. And it's like, how can you, like, we get to a point where we read it and we're just like not surprised anymore.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about last week, it's just like dealing with homophobia and just like saying how things are so much better than they used to be, but we still have like stats like that. So how can people, you know what I mean? Like, how can you even say that it's better when you still have half or more of people with all these issues that are like unresolved and for the foreseeable future?
Yeah.
It's just sad.
And another thing that's crazy to me is the fact that I feel like I don't know right now off the top of my head, otherwise I'll sit here in silence and go, but timeline wise, this last year has been so, or couple of years has been so bad.
Yeah.
When like, I don't know if it's just, I don't know what it is. I don't want to say that it's because we're more here and not afraid to like be here, that it's like creating this, I don't know, I don't want to say stir up because that's ridiculous to even say, but this hatred, this extra hatred that like, I don't know where it was shoved in before, but it's like, I mean, you see shit on Facebook that people are sharing and like, especially, excuse me, towards trans men and women. Yeah. Or non-binary people.
Or people that literally identify as straight and are cisgender, that are like getting attacked in public for people thinking that they're trans.
Yes.
That's happened like 3 times in the last month and a half that we know of literally cis straight individuals, one of them being a fucking child, being attacked in public, like verbally attacked in front of groups of people because someone thinks that they're trans and don't even fucking know. Like,
it's sickening.
Yeah.
It's sickening. Like I saw what you had shared maybe the end of last week with the, I don't know, what was it, a female? The girl in the bathroom. And her boyfriend was outside.
She had short hair.
Yeah.
And because she had short hair in the women's bathroom, a lady was verbally attacking her, saying that she needed to get out. Are you a man or woman? Why are you in here? This is my bathroom.
Getting security.
Yeah, just like crazy shit. And the girl, all her response was, even though she was straight and cis, was, that's none of your business. Why are you asking me this? This is not information you need to know. I'm in here to do the same thing you are.
Yeah.
I'm taking a fucking piss.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So that's where it's like, even getting to the point where it's like this overboard that we haven't really seen yet in our lifetime of just this like wave of people who have this extra hatred like coming from we don't know where.
And it's like, why the fuck do people care? Why?
Yeah.
Why do people care?
That's always my biggest thing. Like, how does my life and who I choose to spend it with have any effect on you, like at all?
Susie,
like, how,
from Arkansas on like, Facebook.
How does what I'm doing affect you at all? Like, just live your life.
Yeah,
live your life.
Like, I'm over here happy as hell. Yeah. Like, are you? You must not be.
Yeah, right. And that's what it is always.
Or
but
really
just find fucking to take it out on.
bored. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I'm sure in my life, I know for a fact that I have been in, when I was a young girl, like middle school, was not a nice girl for a while, right? But like, it's like that is happening with like 40-year-old plus adults.
Yeah, like bullying
people.
Yeah. And children. Adults bullying children, which is even worse.
Oh, and then that girl on the soccer, was she on a soccer team?
Or track, something like track. It was soccer or track. They were at like some sort of sporting event. Yeah. And that older man, like in his probably 50s at least, was attacking this like 9-year-old girl, calling her trans.
Yeah.
And she wasn't.
She wasn't.
And it wouldn't fucking matter if she was, like, him doing it.
Right.
In general.
But, like, that's why what's happening is so bad, because it's literally, and trans people, non-binary people are innocent in this too, but like these are people who are not what you're accusing, quote, I'm putting quotes up if you're not watching, accusing someone of being something that they're not, and it's just like, it's dangerous, and it's getting dangerous. It doesn't affect
you even if they were. No. So it's just insane. It's insane.
The whole we could go into this whole sports situation thing, but oh my god, I'm like, you know what, if it matters someone, you go out there and fucking do what they're doing out there. Get off your ass and try to Yeah. God. I have like a friend on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Today he posted that they live on like the corner of a fairly busy road around this area. And they always have like 4 to 5 flags that like very nicely actually hang outside of their house. Like they look really cool. They're always a mix. For Pride Month, they just did like all different types of pride flags. Well, they just changed it for like the first, little bit of July here, where they have like 1 or 2 of the different pride flags. They have a Taylor Swift flag and then something else. But they like, they have the perfect location of like how these hang off their house, no matter what they are at any given time. And they just said throughout June and this first like week where they have these extra pride flags up, they'll be outside and people are literally just screaming shit at them at their own home for the flags that they have up. I want to. Is this like? Can we get to a really cool ice cream place and see this house? If you go down, yes. If you go all the way down that way and then turn left down, that's that house. Yep. Okay. Yep. Because I've seen it. I was like, look how cool that is. Yeah. Yep. So it's that house, and like they've dealt. It's 2 men that live there. They're gay. They're married. Yeah. And they literally just dealt with like homophobia for the last month and a half because of what they choose to hang outside of their own home. Yet, if any of us did that with a certain political person's flags in somebody else's yard, we would have got fucking terrorized for yelling at them. Yeah. Or potentially them pull their because they're fucking nuts. Pull the AK-47s that they need. Ugly ass. Yeah, dude. Your fucking AR-15 and just bury it. I was going to say something worse, but we're here to be nice. No, but you can't be nice when the shit's happening. Yeah. And also, those fucking flags are so atrocious. Not the pride flags, the one that you were just saying. And that's another thing. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say outright, whatever. Red, white, and blue is so fucking hideous together. America. But I will say we were watching the women's it was like a World Cup game yesterday that was you guys found it? Okay. Remind me that I'm gonna go into America after I talk about this. Tell me that part first, because I'll forget. Okay. But I'll remember the other part. Okay. So we were watching it, and it's the United States, like the women's national team for soccer or football, however you call it. Yeah. And it's just filled with people wearing red, white, and blue and like cheering on these women, right? And it was like crazy to see that, and I was like, I feel really proud right now. That's it. Yeah. Women's soccer is also a very gay thing. Yeah. And even a lot of them, like every team had like a pride jersey through Pride Month, like whatever, but it's just known that it's a very gay thing. They're not all gay. They're definitely not all gay, but they're all so supportive. Except for one girl last year or a couple years ago. Interesting. And I'm not here to judge a book by its cover, but I would have thought she was. Okay. But she was not. And she was not into it. But we can get into that later. Yeah. Anyway, that was mean of me to say, but whatever. Anyway, you cannot judge someone based on how they look, but sometimes you can. But sometimes you think your gaydar's on, and then you're like, you're very Christian and definitely not, and actually homophobic. Okay, got it. There's one end of the spectrum to the other. Yeah. So I apologize if I offended anyone. I wasn't trying to there, but I'm picking a dry spot on my face. I know I keep doing that. I don't know why. Anyway, so yes, we got the channel. We got Peacock. We just bought it, right? Because you can get it on Peacock, Telemundo, another one. And we're like, let's just do Peacock. It's $10 a month. We'll do it through the summer. Cool. I come inside from picking up some groceries or something. And Chloe's like, babe, it's in Spanish. It's only in Spanish. And I was like, okay, like whatever. Like that's okay. There's got to be another one that like they're probably also doing the commentary and broadcasting it also in Spanish. Because that's it's a big thing for Spanish speaking countries is football. And so I was like, let me come in, and I'm like looking and I'm like, no, it's just in Spanish. Okay. And no English subtitles. You cannot turn them on. You can only turn on Spanish subtitles, which I was like, that doesn't help me right now. And then I'm like, I should have paid more attention and actually continued Spanish throughout school because I just took it when I needed it. And now, and for many other reasons, wish that I would have actually absorbed it and kept going with it. But come to find out, Fox Sports 1 or Fox Sports is the only media company, like, what was the term? They own the media rights to English commentary. And it's $80 a month. And I was like, that's so shitty.
Yep.
Which, like, I was like, that's fine. We can watch it, right? We can see what's happening. And we can hear when they're saying names of people that we know. But I was like, sometimes the commentary is the best part of the game. Like, hearing, like, what just happened or what they're calling as, like, a whatever. I don't know. That was an off-tangent thing. But
yeah, it's a bummer, though. When you're, like, looking forward to something, then you're like, fuck it, we'll just do it. And then it wasn't even what you wanted. It's the worst. Yeah. So moral of this whole story is to just be a better fucking person.
It's really not that hard.
Be a nice human.
Like, it's so easy to be nice.
Yeah. And, like, no one's perfect. Everyone has their off days. Everyone has days where they don't want to deal with anyone in general. But just, like, if you pass a random person on the street that you think might be queer in any capacity, just fucking either be nice or leave them alone because they have no effect on your life. Like, my right to get married doesn't take away your right to get married. My existence doesn't take away your existence. So
no,
it's not that hard.
And not that hard. I bet like 99.9% of the time, if you go out of your way to just be kind, they'll be like the nicest person you've ever met.
Yep.
Or not. I mean, I can be mean, I feel like sometimes. No, I feel like I'm genuinely pretty nice. Yeah. I was really mad when Chloe was like,
you're going to be off schedule.
Yeah, like, it sucks that you guys aren't going to be consistent, though. I was like, ah! And I felt my body getting kind of hot. I was like, I texted you. I said, ugh. And you're like, should we just do it then? I was like, yeah. Because we were like, she's right.
I think we knew the answer even when we were, like, thinking about not doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But with our minds, our brains, it's just the starting it part.
It is just the starting part. And it was fine.
Yeah.
It's always fine.
Yep.
It's getting hot in here. Am I pitting yet?
Hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
Why am I not? I used to pit really bad, and now it's like, none for you. And I'm like, thanks. But where were you in high school when I couldn't wear a normal shirt? That's it. I just off topic again. I've never been able to wear like a built for like a feminine body shirt. How
like
they're
a
like
ladies tee?
Where they're like the shoulders come up to like
here,
just
like a ladies fit.
And it's tight and like it goes in like that.
I hate ladies
I
tees.
can never, and it all started because I was such a sweaty little bitch. I was like, oh, cute in your little Abercrombie shirt, your little Hollister shirt right across the chest. I can't wear that. Or if I do, I have to wear a zip up because I'm sweating. And now I'm sweating through my zip up. I'm just sweaty. Anyway, I got really mad.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Ladies' t-shirts suck anyway.
Yeah. Uncomfortable. And then they're clinging to you and
no
stuff.
offense if you like them. I hate them.
Full offense if you like them. No, I'm just kidding. Even this shirt, I'm like, you're clinging to me. Why are you clinging to me? But that's because I'm sweating.
Just take a big old glug of your icy drank. Drank.
Is Chloe not watering this one? Oh, no, she is. Nice. You remembered. It's dusty. Now it's my dream. Oh, goodness.
Well, what do you say?
I think that we're good.
I think we're great.
It's good talking.
Yeah.
Again, we're always all over the place. Welcome to our brains.
Yep. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe on YouTube.
Yep. Don't forget to hit the bell.
Stream us weekly every Tuesday because we're consistent.
Yeah, we're consistent queens.
That's going to have to be our mantra forever.
Yeah.
We are consistent. We are consistent just so that we're consistent.
Yes, exactly. Manifest it.
As always, also, if you have any questions, comments, anything on either past episodes or stuff you think that we should do in
we
the future.
did have a couple things, but we can get to that other time because now we're ending now. So we'll get into it next time. We'll save it. We'll save it. We'll answer some YouTube comments and stuff.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Next time, tune in for some Q&As.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fun.
Cool, fun. We're cool and fresh and fun. All right. We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you for watching
Or
listening to episode 4.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.